What's up, everybody? I'm Duncan, and welcome back to the WBE. Now, I am sorry there is no facecam this week. There will be facecam going forwards. It's just that we had E3 this week. I've been super busy. I barely even had time to prep a team for this week of WBE. So shout out to my front office for helping a great deal with team prep because I've just been super slammed. Thank you so much to all of you who came down to the E3 live streams over at twitch.tv/DuncanCantDie. But this is how I'm going to approach the WBE this season, I should say. I was about to say this year, but this season, I'm going to approach the WBE like this. I'm going to do a team builder on video and then straight into the battle, not separate videos, because my team builders generally are really, really quick. So let's start off with my boy, Dragon Ball FighterZ fan. He's a big fan of Dragon Ball FighterZ, and he is my adamant Zygarde. So this outspeeds everything on his team other than Mega Beedrill and Greninja, because he's got some really weird speed tiers going on here. My opponent is Deathly I Am. And Mega Beedrill and Greninja are the only things on his team that outspeed this set. And then we're running Sub-Coil. So in front of a Rotom, which is going to want to burn us, we can substitute. He's going to try and Will-O-Whispers. It's not going to do anything. Or the same for Cofagrigas. And then we can start setting up coils. With 2 coils up, this basically sweeps his team. 2 coils, it's got just the right investment that a Gligar Earthquake doesn't break the sub. That's super important because it takes 2,000 hours even at +2 to take that out. But other than that, this kind of runs up on his team and just destroys it. So Sub-Coil is definitely the wave here. I know a lot of people are going to be going, why not Sub-Dragon Dance? Well, the problem is that he has a lot of dangers to my Dragon Ball FighterZ fan, that if I don't have that defense boost, they can easily break the sub, and then I can get revenge killed by Greninja or similar. So not really looking to run into Scarf Greninja with only 1 Dragon Dance up, get outsped anyways and killed. So we went with Sub-Coil as our set on Zydog. Next, we have Dan is a fan. Dan is a fan of Vikavolt. We've made him shiny. He's a great mon. This is a fantastic Pokemon. We are min speed. We've only got 1 speed IV for the Hidden Power Ice, and we have 0 speed EVs and a negative speed nature. This is just in case he sets up Trick Room with Cofagrigas. This is like my big answer to Trick Room Cofagrigas. This is also a massive answer to Celesteela. This will take 1 hit no matter what from Celesteela, and then it will almost always KO with Thunderbolt. If he is the weakness policy or Totemize set, that is the biggest threat that we have, but we have another answer to that. We've actually set up about 3 answers on the team to Autotomize Celesteela because that is a big sweeper. One of them obviously being the Coil Zydog with Substitute. The second one is this. Thunderbolt can kill it. Volt Switch otherwise into one of our other answers. Hidden Power Ice is there for the Gligar. Easy kills on Gligar, and Bug Buzz is just fantastic stab. This thing's special attack stat is insane. This is 400. I know this is level 100, so obviously it's going to be lower at level 50 for the battle, but 427 special attack is an insanely high stat. That is going to hit like a truck. I really do understand why Dan drafts this so often. Such a strong Pokemon, and with Sticky Webs up and all of that, it's going to be great for the rest of the season, but right now we're running Anti-Trick Room. On my Jirachi, I'm running 3 attack Stealth Rock. So the reason I'm running Electrium Z is after some chip damage, that will KO Celesteela, and Thunderbolt plus Electrium Z is guaranteed to KO the Celesteela, and this is sort of a good answer to any set that isn't Autotomized weakness policy. If he's Autotomized, just 1 Autotomize, he's not going to be able to OHKO Jirachi. Jirachi has some serious bulk going on. Again, it's another Mon that just hits the right speed to outspeed everything except for Beedrill and Greninja, which unfortunately are 2 of the biggest threats to Jirachi, although Greninja can't switch in on a Thunderbolt, and Beedrill can't switch in on a Psyshock. Stealth Rock's obviously fantastic to just whittle that Beedrill away as he U-turns on us over and over and over. It's the biggest threat to my team is that Beedrill just clicking U-turn. So we've got a couple of answers for that, and Stealth Rocks is one of them. Other than that, he's a Phantasy Star Online fan, as you can see, and he's coming for that bread. Jirachi should hopefully be the MVP here. 3 attack Jirachi was really the answer. Between Stealth Rock and Calm Mind was a really, really difficult decision, but because of the potential of sweepers that he has, plus Cofagrigas, I didn't want to go 3 attack Calm Mind because Cofagrigas just beats this 1v1, and that's not great. Now on to what I anticipate to be the MVPs of the team is the other 3. These 3 are like the situational mons. The other 3 are just flat out MVPs. He has no good answers for Araquanid. I swear he's got none. This takes hits from Beedrill. It bug bites the Ghost Berry off of his Cofagrigas because I'm 99.47% sure that he is going to run Ghost Berry Cofagrigas, which is why we're running Bug Bite. We do lose the Water Bubble when we use it, but we eat that berry and then I just sweep with Blacephalon, basically. Sticky Webs plus Blacephalon is a win. It just wins the game. So Sticky Webs with Blacephalon, and if Cofagrigus doesn't have a Ghost Berry left, I win the game. So as you can see, Hollow Knight, he's a Hollow Knight fan, but he just calls himself Hollow Knight because we can't fit fan in. But Hollow Knight really puts in the work. He really, really does. If he gets that berry, that's good enough. Liquidation destroys half of Deathly's team. It really does. Liquidation with Water Bubble is so strong. Araquanid just has so much damage output without much investment, and we've gone full 252 Adamant Brave Nature, so attack nature with that negative speed again for the Trick Room. We're going to underspeed Kofag in Trick Room, and that's going to be wonderful too. So it's just a fantastic mon with two modes, the Sticky Web mode and then the anti-Trick Room mode, with Leech Life to kill Greninja, Bug Bite to eat that berry. Just an absolutely fantastic Pokemon. Moving on to Hitmontop, this is our switch in for Beedrill. As you can see, Mach Punch Rapid's been close combat, nothing to hit Kofag, but luckily we got Toxic, and Cofagrigus does not appreciate Toxic. Rapid Spin is fantastic for getting rid of any of those rocks or other hazards that he wants to put down. Our team doesn't really appreciate rocks with 2 bugs and a fire type. We really don't want those rocks there. Close Combat can kill Greninja, and he will take a hit from Greninja. Mach Punch can finish Greninja off from about 40%, so that's super good too. But other than that, we just Intimidate Rocky Helmet, and we're going to repel damage back onto his Beedrill. Every time he U-turns, I want him to be U-turning my Dance Dance Revolution fan, my Hitmontop, because every time he hits me, he's taking more damage than I am, which is fantastic. It means I actually 1v1 the Beedrill just by switching in on it, which is awesome. Finally, the big boy, the Kingdom Hearts fan. He's a Kingdom Hearts fan because he's a clown. Yes, you can hate me in the comments down below. This Blacephalon is going to run up. I already know it. He is exactly the speed that he will outspeed a +2 Jolly or Timid Celesteela, so that if he does get that Autotomize and that Weakness Policy boost, we don't just get swept. This can come in and outspeed it and get a kill with Flamethrower or even with Mind Blown. Mind Blown guaranteed kills it from full, just in case he gets some weird setup where he like Wish Passes, gets the Weakness Policy, then Autotomizes, some nonsense that gets him to full, and he's got those boosts. I can always just click Mind Blown, blow up any Celesteela. This move is so strong. Get a special attack boost, and then potentially KO another Mon. Kingdom Hearts fan is going to run up on this team. He really, really is. So I'm excited for that. But that's about it. Yeah, that's my team. So let's jump into the battle and see what happens. Hopefully it goes well. And we'll try our best. It's not as hyper offense as I was hoping when I was drafting. When I was drafting this team, I really felt like I was drafting a hyper offense team. And then I've kind of realized that I'm a balanced offense team, and that is not my playstyle. And so this season I'm a little worried. Okay, so we have the team. Let's just screenshot that real quick. So, what is his lead here? What is his lead? Cofagrigus is the biggest threat. If I can get rid of that, we can get rid of... And Hitmontop puts in a lot of work here. No Beedrill, which is awesome. I'm really glad not to see Mega B. Like, really glad not to see Mega B. Tyrantrum is probably Scarf in this situation, or Rotom. Tyrantrum or Rotom is Scarfed. I think he's going Trick Room. I think he's going Trick Room Cofagrigus. And I think that a lead from him is probably Greninja. I'm tempted to lead with Vikavolt. But if I lead with Hollow Knight, what does he do? What does he lead that deals with Hollow Knight? I think I'm tempted to lead with Vikavolt. Obviously, if he's Trick Room Cofagrigus and I lose life on Vikavolt, that's really bad. But I am tempted for the Vikavolt lead. We do have the Hidden Power Ice for the Gligar, so I think that that's my best lead. So let's see what we get here. It's a really tricky matchup. Not sure what to do, so we're doing my best because that's all I can do. I will put more time into my battles going forward. I'm actually battling A-Drive tomorrow, so might not have much time for that one. But week 3 onwards, guys, I'm going to be on my game, all right? I promise. E3 threw me off, but week 3 onwards, we're going to be on our game. We are going to be on our game. And he leads with Rotom. Okay, so I think he expected a... I think he expected me to lead with... I think I'm just going to Bug Buzz. I think I'm going to Bug Buzz here because I think he expected me to lead with my Araquanid to try and set up webs. I think he was worried about webs, and I think, yeah. I think that that's fine. And I led Vikavolt because I was worried about a Greninja, but Rotom is fine too. If he switches in Gligar, Bug Buzz plus HPI should kill Gligar, which is huge. We are min speed though, so we're going to get outsped by this. So we could have Volt Switched, but if we Volt Switched and he Volt Switched into Gligar, then that's really unfortunate for us. We're AV, so we take very little damage from this thing. I think this is a good lead matchup. So I'm just firing off a big Bug Buzz and seeing what we get. So that's the plan. Oh, okay, and do we have our HP tracker all lined up? That's the other question. So, no, we don't. Okay, that's unfortunate. So he did Volt Switch, and the question is, what does he Volt Switch into? I think he Volt Switches into Gligar, and then we should 2-hit KO Gligar with Vikavolt with Bug Buzz plus HP Ice. We should, unless he's like really specially bulky. So, unless he's really specially bulky, we should kill here with Bug Buzz plus HP Ice, because Bug Buzz does 22 minimum and HP Ice does 79 minimum against one that has 100 Spadef EVs and max HP. So it really depends, but we should be able to 2-hit KO now into this. He goes Tyrantrum. Okay. So he's just going for a big head smash. We can switch in Hitmontop here, which is fine. Bug Buzz does a chunk. And he might D-Dance, but we have to... Oh, I'm trying to click on my screen to switch Mons. He might D-Dance, but I think we go into Dance Dance Revolution fan and intimidate this thing down. We can always put up rocks against it, but I think I can close combat. I'm so surprised by a lack of Mega Beedrill. Mega Beedrill was so scary for my team, and Blacephalon just runs up on his team now. It actually just runs up on his team. Blacephalon, Oko's Rotom, Oko's Celesteela, Oko's Cofagrigus if he's not Shadowberry, Ghostberry. It can Oko Greninja depending. It can't Oko Tyrantrum, and it can't Oko Gligar, but it's going to be such a good late game win con with that Scarf. So we're going to go DDR fan here. I've got a Rocky Helmet in case he attacks. I've got Intimidate in case he sets up. So he goes Dragon Tail. He's going to take a little bit of damage here. And I'm set up, and it really depends what I go into. And I go into Blacephalon. Now, the question is, how much does Blacephalon do to Tyrantrum? We know he's not Choice Scarf. Shadow Ball does 74 to 87%. Even if he's max HP, Shadow Ball does 61% minimum. So unless he's AV, he's dead to Shadow Ball here, and that gives us a boost. So that's a huge deal. That's a huge deal. Tyrantrum goes down. Oh, he's AV! And he missed! Oh, that miss is huge! That miss is so huge. That miss is so huge. I feel sorry for him, but that miss is huge. He is AV Tyrantrum. And he really almost killed my biggest win con against his team. I'm not even sorry. I'm not even sorry. I'll take it. I'll take it. AV Max Spadef. That is AV Max Spadef. For that to have done so little, yeah, he has to be Assault Vest, and it has to be absolute Max Spadef. So that is insane. Because even AV Max Spadef, I do 30% minimum. That is crazy. That is crazy. I would be very salty if I was him. That would have me salty. I mean, I still got a lot to deal with this team. I don't think that I need Blacephalon to win, but Blacephalon definitely makes my winning a lot easier. If he goes Celesteela here, it might be to set up an Autotomize. But I don't think he does because he doesn't know I'm Scarf yet. So I think he goes Greninja. I think he goes Greninja. Yeah. So against Greninja, we absolutely switch in Vikavolt. I just don't see any other switch-in option other than... no, actually, we can switch in... We can switch in Araquanid. Araquanid's super safe on Ninja. That's fine. Hollow Knight comes in. That's super safe. Water Shuriken, this is doing 7 damage. 6 per hit. Ooh, 12 whole damage. That's a little scary. Okay. And he's Life Orb. And we take 0 overall because leftovers. Okay, so we could put down webs here. What does he switch in on this? Rotom? We could either Leech Life and just do damage to face. I think Leech Life doing damage is our best play. I think that's our best play. We just want damage off. And we're going to kill the Greninja unless he flinches us. Unless he flinches us, we're going to kill the Greninja and gain a bunch of life. So that's huge. Greninja being dead is huge. Tyrantrum being dead is huge. Blacephalon has a very easy time sweeping him with Flamethrower at this point. Gligar being the last thing that really even threatens me. And we're back to full HP on Hollow Knight. That Greninja did nothing to my team. That Tyrantrum did nothing to my team. Everything is full except Vikavolt. This is a huge start. This is a huge start. I can't even be mad because I did dodge. I did dodge a huge head smash. He goes Gligar. This is the last thing that walls Blacephalon. Blacephalon just wins if this dies. I just liquidate here. Stone Edge. Is he banded? Oh, that did a lot. But liquidation is going to do a hell of a lot to Gligar here. And that's going to kill him. I think that's game. Blacephalon just comes in and spams Flamethrower, Mind Blown, just anything, really. Like Flamethrower spam with Blacephalon or Mind Blown spam with us Blacephalon. Everything else he has is immune to webs, basically. Cofagrigus is slow already. Celesteela's... there's no reason to put out webs. I think he's going to set up with Celesteela here. I think his play is to set up with Celesteela. I think we go into Vikavolt here. And we just spam T-Bolt. Because what he doesn't know is that we're Scarf on Blacephalon. And Scarf Blacephalon outspeeds. We've given it 188 speed, Timid, so that it outspeeds a +2 Celesteela. So even if he gets like the Weakness Policy or Totemize up, we can still beat Celesteela in that matchup. It's actually kind of huge because we will outspeed it and Mind Blown guaranteed OHKOs Celesteela from full. So it's our like panic button against that set, which otherwise does a huge amount to our team. Just a huge amount. The mixed Celesteela, if it's got EQ Air Slash, basically sweeps our team if it gets an Autotomize up with that Weakness Policy trigger. So I think we want to preserve Araquanid here because Araquanid sits in front of Cofagrigus and eats that berry up, which is really, really good for us. So Vikavolt is the play. I'm wondering whether... I think we Volt Switch with Vikavolt. I think we Volt Switch on him with Vikavolt. I think that's going to be the play, because Volt Switch means if he hits us, then we Volt Switch into Blacephalon, kill him. If he doesn't hit us and he autotomizes, we Volt Switch into Blacephalon and kill him. And so either way, he doesn't get another attack off because Celesteela doesn't have any priority. If he substitutes, we Volt Switch into Blacephalon and kill him. Like, it's just everything. Dan is a fan. And there's the Autotomize. So we know that we outspeed this. We outspeed max speed, Timid, Autotomized Celesteela. That's what we did. So we know that we outspeed this. So we Volt Switch here. If he substitutes, that's fine because we Volt Switch, we break the sub, we go in, we Mind Blown. We're Mind Blowing just because if he is max Spadef, he can live a Flamethrower. And I don't want to like have him sweep my team with this Celesteela. So there's the Fire Blast. We should live this because we are AV. Yep. We're going to get burned. That's fine. We Volt Switch. That does a lot. T-Bolt would have killed. He's not Weakness Policy. Okay. So we can Flamethrower here because that did so much damage. So we can just Flamethrower, get a boost. I mean, if I'm Mind Blown, though, I kill 2 Mons. And then I lose this. But I kill 2 Mons. I think Flamethrower is safer. I think Flamethrower is safer. So he knows I'm Scarf now. So he won't go Rotom. He'll go into his Cofagrigus. Do I Flamethrower Cofagrigus just in case he Trick Rooms? I think I do. I think I Flamethrower Cofagrigus and then just bring in Hitmontop on it and Toxic. No, this is too good for Rotom. I think I just hard switch in Hitmontop. Yep. I think I hard switch Hitmontop here and then Toxic him. Yeah, I hard switch. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm a hard switch, hit my top, and I'm gonna toxic him. I want to keep this thing safe. Shadow Ball still does huge damage to this once Trick Room ends, and we just need to stall out Trick Room correctly if he does Trick Room. I don't want to risk flamethrowing this, getting it killed, and then he flamethrower this, he Trick Rooms, switch in something, take 2 hits on that thing. I just think that that's too risky. I think DDR Fan comes in. Intimidate's nice if he goes for knockoff. He's going to take Rocky Helmet damage too. Shadow Ball, there we go. So he is. So we'll get a Toxic up. He's going to burn us most likely, but we'll get a Toxic off. I just don't want to risk a loss here when, you know, he really did miss that head smash. I'm not sure it changed the outcome of the game because he then lost Greninja to a Leech Life. He lost Gligar to a Liquidation. I don't think I needed Blacephalon to win when Zygarde actually kind of sweeps up, but it's still very nice for differential and for how easy this game ended up being. Just because Shadow Ball Blacephalon just runs up now. T-Spikes. That's fine. I can't Rapid Spin, but he's Toxic. He's going to lose his life very, very slowly. I think he's going to go for a second T-Spikes here. So I'm just going to switch in my Vikavolt, I think. And then if it dies, it dies. Or do I just switch in... Actually, I think I just switch in Jirachi, right? No, not on a potential Shadow Ball. I think I switch in Dan as a fan. Why don't I just stay in? Why don't I just stay in? I'll just stay in close combat. I don't see why I don't just stay in and stall him out Toxic-wise. He doesn't have Trick Room. I can stall him out with Toxic. Okay, now that he dropped my Spadef, I'm going to switch. Because this thing can take one more if I have my Spadef. So Dan as a fan comes in. I'm going to hit him with a T-Bolt with this. Or do I Bug Buzz just in case he goes Rotom? I think he's going for differential at this point. Yeah, he's max, but he's fully invested special attack wise. So I just go Blacephalon and win. Do I care about differential? No. No, I don't. I'm not going to try and get differential on him. I'm just going to win the game. Yeah, that's Toxic Rotom. Oh, Trick Room up for Rotom? Okay. I have to stall out the Rotom now. That's unfortunate. He puts up Trick Room as he dies. He's got Rotom in Trick Room now. But I just go Hitmontop, which is definitely underspeeding Rotom. Okay, he gets differential off of this. He gets differential off of this. That's okay. I think I CC. I think I just CC to put this guaranteed in range of Araquanid. I don't... Again, differential is not something I'm going to worry about when this has been the situation. I feel bad enough as is. So, I think trying to play for differential and potentially making it even worse, rather than just taking the 4-0, is probably a misplay. There's no way his Rotom is slower than our min speed Araquanid. It's literally impossible. And Araquanid's Leech Life is just going to absolutely chunk this thing. So, go for a close combat. We are faster. Leech Life's going to be enough now. So what's he going to go for? Volt Switch. That will kill us. With Toxic or with Poison. And then we don't get to win with a Blacephalon Mind Blown, which is unfortunate. Really would have liked to win with a Blacephalon Mind Blown. But Araquanid comes in and hits him with a Leech Life, and that is going to be all she wrote. I just don't see Rotom living that when it took so much from close combat from a completely non-attack invested. I believe our Hitmontop has 4 attack EVs total. So Leech Life here is going to do massive damage, and it is going to finish him off. Which is great. It's great. That's a great ending to week 1, especially when I was that nervous. I can't believe he didn't bring Mega B. I cannot believe he didn't bring Mega B. That's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. And Hollow Knight being the MVP. Hollow Knight by far being the MVP. Wow. He put in so much work. I believe he got 3 KOs all to himself, which is... That's my boy Araquanid. Look at him. Look at him. Thank you so much for watching this week of the WBE, guys. Please do go and check out Deathly's channel down below. and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!